to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. All right, so this is all I'm saying. From the clip that was posted, the young man was sitting up here stating that he want people to share so that it would go viral. No problem. I'm just gonna try to do my part. This is my main thing, and this is why I understand why you got a lot of young people out here that don't like police. I get it. I would 100% understand it because it is directly in this clip. I've seen far too many times where kids are just doing their own thing. They're not hurting nobody. They're not hurting themselves. Nothing like that is going on. They just out there having fun. And the police will just roll up and they'll start asking them questions. They'll start bothering them. They'll, try to aggravate them to get all of that positive, fun energy that they got going to just basically disrupt that, while also at the same time trying to find or give a reason as to why that they could potentially try to disrupt or put hands directly on the kids. So you got a black cop. They was obviously at a gas station, and they were filming a video. I looked on, the young man's, YouTube platform. He dances like this is, what he does. Like he dances everywhere, right? Him and his friends. And you got a cop that instead of trying to stop crime somewhere, I'm pretty sure somewhere in that city or that state, crime is happening. Somebody's house is getting broken into, somebody's car is getting broken into, somebody's stealing some hubcaps somewhere. Somebody's doing some stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. But instead of him worrying about any of those things, actually trying to help out citizens who need help, he decided that, yo, the citizens that really need my help by me stopping them from dancing at this gas station, from this music that is playing, from them doing a dance cover to this song, whatever it is that they're doing. And then he wanted to sit up there and just like snatch up and take their property. Now, if you go back and look at that video, make sure to watch the first young man and what took place there. I ain't gonna list it, but I'll let y'all sit up there and spot it yourselves. My main thing is that this is another reason as to why it is that you know you have people that might look like you that ain't really for or about you. You clearly saw all of those black young men enjoying themselves, having fun. Right now, I just want people to pay attention. They could be out here doing anything else. Some of the main things that people always talk about, oh, the young guys, they doing nothing but ripping and running through the streets. They tearing up the community. They doing this, they doing that, they doing this, and right. It's this whole cycle of nothing but negativity, right? And that's the stuff that gets propelled all the time. But then in the same breath, right? We as adults will sit up there and say like, yo, why don't y'all do something more positive, yada yada yada. So then they do stuff like this, right? But then in the same breath as us telling them to do something more positive, now adults yet again, it's like, oh, well, why does everything have to be fun? Why does everything have to be about dance? Why don't you crack open a book? Why don't you go get a college education? Why don't you go get a job? Why are y'all even out at night? What was then it becomes this whole other thing. And it puts a lot of young men and a lot of young kids who just want to go out there and just like have fun, not bothering nobody and doing anything negative. It puts them in this weird area where it's like it's a messed up situation if they do, and it's a messed up situation if they don't. And then if they're just in the middle, it's still a messed up situation. So it's like no matter which way that they go, good, bad, or just straddling the fence, it's always deemed and seen as negative. And that's reinforced by the video that you're clearly able to see with this cop. He didn't have to do all this. He didn't have to roll up with his lights and his sirens on. He didn't have to sit up there and roll up with the car. He didn't have to sit up there and take away their speaker. He didn't have to do none of that. He could have just been like, all right, yo, maybe we might have a noise ordinance or something like that. Y'all ain't out here doing nothing crazy. So, yo, just, hurry up and like finish up real quick. Or matter of fact, he could have sat up there and been there just to watch them. So just in case if somebody might have had an issue with it, a cop was already there on the scene, so it ain't no reason to call nothing. He could have did that, but that's not what he wanted to do. Like I said, man, it's like, yo, the black community, I don't know what to really, like I said, a lot of times I'm at a loss of words. And this is realistically one of those moments because this literally makes no type of sense at all. Like you're really trying to like disrupt and destroy, what it is that these young black boys are out here doing. Like you never know. They could end up being a background dancer for like some of the larger hip hop artists because they're being seen on social media. But due to the fact that you want to try to run up and you want to act like, oh, you're some authoritative figure, you want to tear and strip all of that down. So like I said before, even if it ain't by way of me trying to, help in whatever it is that I'm doing, I hope that the video goes viral. I hope that other people are able to see what specifically took place. I hope that people out there will speak up and speak for these young men and other young people of this generation that's simply trying to do something, different, do something that they love to do. Like I said, I watched a lot of their videos. They're dope. They are good at exactly what it is that they do, and they need to keep continuing to do it. Because if we got more kids out here willing to do this versus the other stuff, I will highly 1000% take dance over everything else. I will. Like I said, I'd rather have them focused on dance than them focused on the stuff out here in the streets. I'd rather them be focused on dance instead of, running and tearing through the community. I'd rather have them focused on dance versus them losing their lives every, such and such hours throughout the day. I'd rather have them doing this on social media than all the negative stuff that we continuously complain about and say that it's never going to change. The only way that it'll never change is if we as adults continue to try to, watch over and tell them specifically what it is that they should and shouldn't be doing. Matter of fact, a lot of adults shouldn't even be speaking because a lot of adults can't even dance. They got two left feet. And just to be 100%, a lot of adults that want to speak negatively on kids dancing when it's just like stuff like this is because they never got the option or the opportunity to dance. In a moment in time that they wanted to, they had adults during that time telling them to stop, telling them to quit it, telling them that, yo, go out here and get a job, stop trying to sit up here and dance, stop trying to do this, stop trying to do that. So like I said, it's a never ending cycle, and it's a cycle that needs to get broken.